So what's up, YouTube? This is Green Thumb here with an update. It's been 7 days since the last update I put out. So I'm gonna run through what's been going on for the last 7 days. Um, Plants are growing nice and vigorous. I still got my two. I kind of switched it up to give them a different angle with the light. So in the back we got the northern light, and in the front we got the two blue mystics, and then those two off to the side of the white widows. Um, Remember last time I told you I had three white widows? Well, I did. One of them popped out of the soil and everything, but there was nothing in. It popped out of the soil with the seed case on top of it, and I waited, 2 days for it to break the seed casing, and I kind of helped it along and everything. And when I popped it open, it was empty. There was nothing in it, no starting leaves or nothing. So it was a dud. It sprouted and got a tap root, even popped out of the soil, but there was no leaves in the seed casing. So it happens. So 100% is now knocked down to like 88, something like that. Seven out of seven seeds I put in the napkin for germination. Six of them made it out, so it's not 90. It's like 88 or something like that. Maybe even 70. I don't know. But one out of seven, still good. Um, I don't keep my nutrients back there. I just put them back there because I'm gonna tell you what I got going on for my nutrient regimen. Right now, 7 days later, they're not growing as fast, but they're not growing as fast as I would like, but they're not growing necessarily slow. They're already starting their second set of leaves and everything. The Northern Lights has really been just kicking the other strains butts in terms of growth. These five right here, these four, these two, those two, and that one, they all popped out of the soil around the same time. All six of these were put in a napkin at the same time. Like I said, but this little dude he took 3 days to just crack, and then took another day for the taproot to be long enough to where I could put him in soil, and then he's been kicking along. The White Widow, hopefully I know it's a she because they're feminine seeds. She's been kicking along, but just slow. It's really really slow. I don't know. Um, the pH is a little high. It's at 5.9, which it really isn't really that high, but it's 5.9 after I checked the pH from the drainage, and I've only watered these things once, so maybe the pH has changed or something. I don't know, but I've only really watered them once. They're small, so they don't need in a 4-inch pot by 4-inch tall pot. They don't need to be watered that much, not yet. So the nutrient line I'm working with is, as you can see back there, is the Flora series from General Hydroponics, and the one on the far left is Floral Grow. The darker one is Floral Macro. The pinkish one is Floral Bloom, and then as kind of additive, I have Floral Blend, and I have Cool Bloom, and in the smaller containers I have Rapid Start and uh, Floralicious Plus. So that's the nutrient line I'm gonna run. I heard good things and bad things about General Hydroponics. Um, I've seen a lot of propaganda about them from Advanced Nutrients, and Advanced Nutrients is kind of the first nutrient line I really use, and I like Advanced Nutrients to tell you the truth. But in the area where I'm living now, it's way back in the boonies, man, way back in the boonies. So what's available to me is not necessarily the best of the best in terms of soil and nutrients and equipment. Now, I didn't order the General Hydroponics. I actually ordered from Amazon because in terms of nutrient lines around here, pretty much what I'm stuck with is Miracle-Gro, and I don't use Miracle-Gro fertilizers. I do use their soil, but I do not use their fertilizer. Nothing wrong with it if you do. I just don't. Um, Price wise, it's actually around the same. in terms of the amount of nutrients you get, because I think it's probably like $10, $12 for a thing of all-purpose grow from Miracle Grow around here, and then this grow kit I got was I think like 30. So, but I got more stuff in it, so the price is really not necessarily that big of a difference. So the update I got, these babies are growing nice. Haven't had no problems. Still don't have no kind of cautious about the root aphids thing, because one year that really it knocked my garden down, man. I mean, it knocked it down. The root aphids. I think it took out like maybe 3 of my plants, and I only had 13 of them. So that was a pretty big hit. Took out some of my nicer plants too, some of my bigger, more vigorous growing plants. So it was kind of a blow for me. But yeah, I'm still gonna have a seventh one. I still have the pot right there. Still gonna have a seventh plant. I'm going to go with Mrs. Hyde, because I never grew that strain before, and I got it as a freebie. So I'm gonna pop it in, so it's feminized too. So I'm gonna put it in a napkin. It's in a napkin right now, and I just put it in today. So tomorrow afternoon I'm gonna check it to see if it's popped, and I'm gonna put it in the soil if it did. If it didn't, excuse me. If it didn't, then I'm probably gonna go with probably Northern Lights skunk. I like that. I like skunks. Really do. I like skunks, but I don't like the cheese. Isn't that weird? So, or a Kush. Yeah, I'm probably most likely I'm gonna go with Northern Lights skunk, but I might go with a Kush. I might go with King's Kush or Afghan Kush. I might go with one of those. So, yeah, the temperature in my grow room, humidity, it's the vegetative state, so the humidity, you can't really see it. I'll move it out a little bit. There you go. Humidity is 52, temperature is 81, so it's a little high in terms of temperature. Humidity is just fine. Plants don't have they're not showing signs of any, heat stress. This leaf is a little curled. I don't know necessarily if that's from heat stress or not. I've seen plants this young, leaves curl, and the temperature be like 71, 75 degrees. So I don't know if that's from the heat or not. But none of the tips are actually curled up or anything, or curled down. So there's no heat stress. But yeah, that's what I got going on. They're growing. That's the key. They're growing. Maybe not as fast as I want them to grow, but they're growing. So pretty excited about that. I'm going home either tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. I'm going home and I'm getting my damn light, because I'm right now working with just 2 compact fluorescent lights, 20 something watt lights equivalent to 100 watts. So right now I'm like, they're stretching more than I would like. Really, I mean, they're really stretchy, which is kind of, you can see how much they're stretched, which is, I don't like my plants to stretch, but I knew they were going to stretch, so I actually put very little soil in the pots. As you can see, they're real, once the soil's really low in the pot. So what I'm going to do is fill that up, when they get a little bit bigger, fill that up with soil and pack it in there, so that there's not as much stretch. On the Northern Lights, they're tall, but the stems are nice and thick. I mean, you can see them moving a little bit, and that's from the fan, compared to that White Widow, which is tall but skinny, and it's really moving in from the wind and everything. So I really like Blue Mystic, though. I really do. I like the way they grow. I like the way they look when they grow. They're pretty plants to me. They tend to foxtail a lot, but I like the way they look when they grow. I do. They're a little style. I like little stocky indicate, primarily indicate strains, as you can see by the strains that I have here. So, but yep, that's my update. Y'all keep smoking. Green thumb out.